What's up guys, Shane Stars here, and I don't know about you, but when it comes to bath time, my dog really doesn't mind the actual bath. It's getting her hair dried. Sometimes traditional hair dryers can be too hot. It's very difficult to kind of manage the heat. You have to press the cool button, release it, and it can be kind of a pain. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Petkit Airsalon Max. This is a smart box for drying your pet's hair after bath time, and I think it's definitely going to relieve some of the stress that my dog Chewy experiences when it's time to clean her. Big shout outs to Petkit for sponsoring this video. Let's go ahead and get started. First up, let's go ahead and get this out of the box and see what all it comes with, and then we'll get it all set up. Right there in the top of the box, we have ourselves a power cord, and then we have the Petkit Airsalon itself right here. Let's go ahead and get that out of the box. And then it looks like we have a user manual. All right, so we do need to install the panel. It was kind of in there loose. One thing that's really neat, this panel is very easy to remove so that when it's time to clean, you can. And then right here, there's actually a little plug. So after you've dried your pet and there's water in this little compartment here, you can easily drain it and get this all nice and clean. So to get this installed, the front is labeled, so super easy. You're just gonna slide that in place and it just kind of snaps into place like so. Very easy. Up top here, there are a few important things here. You do have an LED touch panel for controls. Of course, you can control it through the app, which we're gonna set up here in a minute, but you got your temperature settings, fan speed settings, time settings, stop, start, the light settings here, and you can lock the screen as well. And then another really awesome thing, I was kind of worried about, how is my pet going to do with this? Is she gonna be calm and relaxed? If for any reason your pet is having trouble getting used to this, you can offer some comfort here with the petting door. You can just kind of reach in and comfort your pet. So I do love that. Everything feels really good and sturdy. This is definitely solidly built, and all the mechanisms here also feel premium. That latch is also very satisfying. Very sturdy. There's ventilation on both sides, so you don't have to worry about your pet getting stuffy. On the back of the unit, you've got your fan. This is what's going to produce the heat and blow the air to your pet to make sure that they get nice and dry. You can plug it in here, and you've got a power button there as well. You can also easily clean and replace the filter. There's a little filter there, super easy to access that. I'm gonna go ahead and launch the Petkit application and get this added to the application. First off, I'm gonna need to reach back here and turn this on. So right next to the plug-in, there is a power button. You'll go ahead and get that turned on. I should be able to just click on the plus button. We'll give the application permissions. All right, and just like that, it instantly found the Air Salon Max. So we'll go ahead and click on that, and it's going to begin to bind the device. And it's already connected. It does give you some instructions here. I always like to give mine Star Wars related names, so I'm gonna name mine Dinjarin. We can go ahead and set the temperature, wind speed, and duration all from the app. They also have some presets here, so you can go with comfort, normal, or fast. So like if you're in a time crunch and you really need your pet dried fast, you can go with the fast option there. And then you can actually go ahead and start the drying right there from your app. And oh my goodness, do you guys hear how quiet that is? That's crazy. So to start out, we're just kind of putting her in there before it's time to dry. Obviously, she needs a bath. We were giving her some treats and encouraging her and stuff. And so far, she seems to kind of like it. I wonder how she'll react when we turn it on. Okay, she seems pretty comfortable. I think we're gonna go ahead and give it a shot and turn it on and see how she reacts. All right. She doesn't really seem to mind it. She seems pretty calm and cool in there. Okay, I think the next step would be to give her a bath and actually dry her off. Okay, so we just took a bath. We're gonna test this out and see how it works. All right, Choo Choo. Okay, so within the application, I can set the wind speed. I think we're gonna need maximum wind. And I'm gonna do the duration at about 15 minutes. That's what it should take for a pup the size of Chewy. So we're gonna go for 15 minutes at the standard temperature, and we'll go ahead and start drying. They also have some other options here for quick drying. So you've got fast, normal, and comfort. But we're gonna go ahead with these options here and start the drying process. Doing so good. Her hair is definitely smooth and silky thanks to those negative ions. And we don't have to worry about frizz and tangles because we're not having to, use an overheating hair dryer and hairbrush. Okay, so we were 3 minutes into the second cycle and she's dry. She was probably dry within the first 15 minutes, but I didn't reach in to test. Yeah, but I mean, this is about as good as it gets here. Now, I could put her in there for a little bit longer. Her tail could stand to get a little bit drier and these back paws, but the 360-degree circulation, especially with the wavy ion platform down here, it's circulating the air in those hard-to-reach places. We're getting her good and dry. Her underside is good and dry, and she's just silky smooth. All right, Chewy, you did such a good job. So after having a chance to really thoroughly test this out, the first thing that stood out to me was the capacity. So it has a 60-liter capacity. It has enough space for my 9-pound dog, Chewy. Plus, we could put another one of her in this box. So it maintains a pretty compact size. You can put it anywhere in the house and it's going to look just fine. But the fact that you can fit even 2 pets in this thing, that's definitely a big standout feature. I did like the fact that there are a few different ways to control the Air Salon Max. You can use the touch LED panel to control the temperature, the wind speed, and the time that the pet's going to be drying. You can also do that directly from your phone. This comes with a smart application and you can make all those settings right there from your phone as well. So this is super easy to control and operate. Within the application, you can also very quickly choose one of the presets like the comfort, the normal, or fast modes, just depending on the condition and the wetness of your pet. If you found a temperature and air speed and time that works best for you, you can actually set a custom mode. That way you can just hit that single button every time. There's also an option within the application to change the temperature reading from Celsius to Fahrenheit. So if you're in the US like me, you may want to switch that over to Fahrenheit. When it comes to actually drying your pet, this does an excellent job. So I actually put Chewy inside the Air Salon Max and I set it up for 15 minutes at 40 degrees Celsius at the maximum airspeed, and she was completely dry within 15 minutes. I did let her sit in there for just a few more minutes to get her back paws and her tail further dry, but in about 15 to 20 minutes, she was completely dry. This uses a few technologies to get the job done. First of all, you get 360 degrees of wind circulation. This is circulating warm wind around your pet. The floor panel contains silver ions, which is an antimicrobial, so you don't have to worry about bacteria and things like that. I've been using a traditional hairdryer to dry Chewy for years, and it gets super, super loud. I was kind of expecting the same out of the Air Salon Max, but it's actually very, very quiet. So even at the maximum wind speed, it is still very quiet and super comfortable for my dog. I also noticed that Chewy's hair seems healthier and shinier and even a bit fluffier, and that's thanks to the millions of negative ions that are circulated with the air. This definitely helps your pet to have more healthy hair. They've also put a lot of effort into making sure that your pet is comfortable inside the Air Salon Max and that they are protected. The light in the box isn't harsh and irritating, and it's designed to gradually turn on and off to actually help ease your dog into this environment. I love the fact that they've included a petting door so I can open up the latch, reach my hand in, and provide comfort to my dog. This is also a great way to check on the air temperature and also check on your pet's fur to make sure that the drying process is coming along. There are also 3 sides of ventilation here, so you've got vents on both sides, plus a vent on the top providing great circulation, and you're always gonna have fresh air inside the Air Salon Max thanks to all those vents and that added circulation. The X-Secure Multiple Security Protection System ensures that your dog doesn't get overheated and that your dog remains safe throughout the duration of the drying cycle. This security system includes 7 high-precision sensors and real-time monitoring to prevent over-temperature. The sensors work together to accurately control the temperature in the drying cabin to ensure a steady and constant temperature. The actual temperature remains the temperature that you have set, and it won't fluctuate more than 1 degree Celsius. Overall, the Petkit Airsalon Max is the easiest and most comfortable way to keep your pet dry after a much needed bath. This has definitely improved the bath time experience for my dog Chewy, and I know it'll do the same for your pet. I'll be sure to include links in the description of where you can pick up an Air Salon Max today. That about wraps it up for this video. Thanks guys for watching. Be blessed. I'll see you in the next one.